Hey there. It's Jerry from the Military Collectibles Shop. I was just photographing some of the collection of the Roco little tanks and vehicles that we had purchased a while ago. Finally getting around to it. Starting to get some of those, going to be putting those on eBay. So I was just trying to take some pictures of a few of the examples so we could start the process. But as long as you're here, why don't we look at some of the stuff that's new? Okay, so it's been a while since we've done an unboxing video, and although I have a whole cart of boxes here, I believe most of these are books. This is a collection I bought back in February, early February, and unfortunately we got it in and it's just been parked here because I really haven't had a chance to go through it. A lot of people think that we're lazy and that we don't, we should be working more. And because they're like, how come you can never get any of this stuff done? Well, Mark and I both actually work full-time jobs in addition to running the shop. Mark works for a nonprofit housing institution, and I work for a small local nonprofit private college. And then in addition to working there, I also teach there part-time. So time grows short. So we kind of do what we can. We run the shop 3 nights a week. We're here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings from 6 to 8, and then Saturdays from 10 to 2. And then that's when we're open. So anytime we're here working beyond that, or doing videos like this, it's usually like early morning before we open. This happens to be an early Sunday morning here now. Our lives are very compartmentalized. So sometimes when we get stuff in, it's easier to just pack it away and get to it when we can get to it. So I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating for us too. There's been all kinds of stuff that I haven't seen in a while, but we're kind of getting there. We're working on clearing out the warehouse, making some room so we can get at some of the things we want to get at and process some of the stuff and be able to move it into for sale inventory, because it doesn't do us any good having this stuff that we paid for all boxed up sitting there doing nothing. And I've got racks of uniforms and stuff. So anyways, for those of you who think we're lazy, well, we kind of are, but we're not. Make sense? Okay, anyways, so let's get to some unboxing. This was a collection that I got from someone out of state. They shipped me everything, and I believe, if memory serves, this all came from one person. I believe this was all a U.S. Navy collection group. Very well packed, very heavy boxes. They're even marked caution, heavy. And they are. Found the seam. Okay, so we've got some Navy khakis. Oh, nice. Bullion, Chief Petty Officer rate. Associated pants. The whites. More whites. So now, who said we were lazy? Kind of neat with the hand-tied grip. You can always tell the sailors, you know, they like their knots. Alright, there's a picture of his ship. Other pictures of the ship. Picture of a real early sailor. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my notes and try to refresh my memory on this. Some folios. Some other Navy ships. Nice pictures and prints. Normally these folios are for metal documents, so. Commander Naval Surface Force. Atlantic Fleet. A drinking glass, because you know sailors. Oh, this is one of the things I was kind of after. This is the Naval Jack that's flown on the bow of the ship. Instead of the entire U.S. flag, they would just fly the Jack. And this is a military dated one, 1973 dated, so Vietnam period, which is when he served. So that's actually kind of cool. I don't have one of those in my own collection. Some more plaques. Heavy plaques. It says Yellowstone. A lot of different Navy plaques here. Brass heavy plaques. USS Shenandoah. U.S. Navy Donald Duck hat. I don't know what they called them before Donald Duck was a thing. Probably just U.S. Navy hats. I'm not completely sure what this is, but it was included. Any genies? Genie? Hello? Rick, if Barbara Eden pops out, I'll let you know. This is cool. I don't know what it is. It's another flag, though. Oh, cool. This is an early, oh Lord, New Zealand? Jack? Australia? Crap. Now my down under friends are gonna be like, what's up, mate? Blimey! You call yourself a vexillologist. Yeah, I don't know. But it's cool, it's old. Old rope, brass fittings, wool. Russian naval belt. Some more flags. Oh, okay, this one's for a 2-star Admiral, Rear Admiral, eligible for command at sea. Okay, so that's kind of cool though. Big old 2-star nylon. Blimey. Reed and Barton. Try to see if this is engraved Navy. Engraved something. Ah yes, USN. Boy, that's an early piece. Wow. Coffee, matey. I don't know, I'm still Australian. Or piratey. I don't know. But very, very cool. And it's lightly engraved, but it is engraved with an anchor and USN. Earlier piece than I'm used to seeing. All right. Oh, this is kind of nice. A World War II Navy corpsman. Many of these guys actually ended up serving with the Marines as corpsmen. My grandmother's brother, yes, would be my great uncle, who was he actually served as a Navy corpsman, but he served with the Paramarines, so he was actually jump trained and everything, so that was kind of cool. Unfortunately, I had no idea where any of his stuff ended up. He moved to California. I never actually met the man, but he did live in my parents moved into the house that they lived in, so that's kind of cool. Plank owner document, some other documents. Well, this one's kind of cool. One you don't often see, the Realm of the Arctic Circle. You know, we do see a lot of the, you know, the Realm of the Golden Dragon, and for crossing the equators and the date lines and things like that. The Navy would have all of these kind of fraternal-ish kind of ceremonies, kind of hazing ceremonies, really, for all the new guys who hadn't been through those before, where they would make them, everybody would dress up and they'd make them crawl through garbage and diesel oil and all kinds of stuff. I'm sure culminating with liquor. Another ship picture, USS Long Beach. There's a lot of stuff in here. A spool of braid. Okay. Oh, and another spool of braid. You know, when you say send everything, this is what you get. But hey, if somebody needs some braid, we got it. Oh, well, that didn't survive the trip. Unfortunately, there was looks like half a bowl of cereal. I do have a Corningware coffee mug, though. It should look familiar to the sailors. Yeah, oh well. And finally, not sure what this is. Oh, great. It's a tablecloth stolen from the appropriated from the USS St. Paul first class mess. So they're missing a tablecloth. And in Green Bay Packer colors. So, how can you go wrong? All right. I'm gonna get this stuff back in the box. And see if I can open up another box. Alright, so we got a couple more boxes. I'm pretty sure most of these heavy boxes are books. I remember there was some cruise books and some other types of things in there. All right. Okay, these are his medals. You know, it's always kind of sad for us, you know, when we end up with stuff because there's no longer any family or anybody to care for these things. You know, and you kind of feel honored when you're holding something like this that pretty much represents, you know, a very lengthy service career. You know, this person served in Vietnam quite a bit, and then afterwards, you know, and was obviously quite proud of his service. Actually received several of the Vietnamese awards. You know, so we're very honored to be caretakers of these kind of things, you know, and to work with other collectors who respect and honor these traditions as much as we do. You know, so I mean, it's always funny because some people are like, oh, how can you buy other people's medals? And it's like, you know, honestly, because of our efforts, in 100 years from now, people are still going to know who he was. Because we're going to take the time to go through all this stuff and to frame it out and to make these things special. And without people like us and other collectors, this stuff would have just ended up in the garbage, you know, or thrown away, or, you know, somewhere. You know, so collectors do a really good job of preserving, researching, you know, and well, museums are nice. And I say that with air quotes. You know, a lot of times they've got tons of stuff, so they're only looking for really, really fancy stuff that they don't have, which they've got a lot of stuff. Most of their stuff is never going to see the light of day. Do you think a museum would put out, you know, essentially the lifetime stuff of a, you know, relatively ordinary seaman, even though he had a lot of service under his belt? No. It's going to have to be a personality piece or something like that. Otherwise, it's just going to stay packed up in a drawer. And as a researcher myself, I can attest as how difficult it was to get access to museums for legitimate research projects. Was very disheartened, to say the least, working through the projects for my book, and the little amount of help and assistance that I was offered. And well, some places were great. There are a few museums and historical societies that went above and beyond. There were 3 times as many museums that literally closed the door in my faces, stopped returning my emails, would not return my calls, or they had their hand out. Yes, we'd love to help you with your academic research project. You know, fork over $2,500 and we'll think about letting you use this picture. Okay, rant over. Got some Navy sword belts, dress sword belts, and another flag. This one is actually a World War II era Navy Jack. A little smaller sized, but nice. 4 grommets. Union Jack, size 6. Navy flags, in general, are sized from 12 to number 1, with number 1 being the biggest, and it's huge. I forget exactly how long it is. It's something like 25 or 30 feet. Really big for the biggest capital ships we have. The number 12s are the smallest ones that were used on like PT boats and things. Yeah, okay. And unfortunately, here was a broken ship and a broken bottle. Interesting, glass ship and a glass bottle, but broken. That's okay. I'm more concerned with the actual historical artifacts than I am the little tchotchkes. So I'm happy that Blue Jackets manual from 1908. This might be the earliest one that we've had. We get a lot of the Blue Jacket manuals, but this might be the earliest one. Some of his CPO hat rates. He loves the Navy. Naval belt buckle. A straight edge razor. Ah, those are crazy. Can't believe people actually did that. Some challenge coins. And one of the other naval badges. Alright, well, the battery died. I'm not sure where we left off. But now, going past the book boxes, which I will eventually get to, which are heavy. Oh, and that one's actually another book box. Alright. Well, some interesting books anyhow. Naval Firefighting Manual from 1943. Navy ropes and stuff. Whatever. Okay, so thanks again for joining me. Always appreciate having you along. I need to get back to photographing our Roco armored tanks and things. Because we got to get those on eBay, because, well, we need to sell them. It's taking up a lot of warehouse space. So, thanks again for joining me. I'm Jerry. This is the Military Collectible Shop. And until next time, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like us, do all the stuff you can do so you get our updates. Visit our website, www.militarycollectorshq.com or militarycollectibleshop.com if you can't remember that. We love hearing from you. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. See you soon.